Good morning, everyone. This is the very first time that I have done something like this. I have never made a video like this before. I am all for being real, being authentic and showing up as I come, warts and all. Take it or leave it. So this is me at 5 to 8 in the morning, as it is, no makeup, just some moisturiser, and being brave, being vulnerable, being authentic, because I do believe that's how we have to show up in the world. There's no point in wearing masks, there's no point in pretending to be something that you're not. There just isn't. There just isn't. You have to show up as you are. All the parts that you don't like, all the parts that you think other people won't like. You just have to do it. You just have to be vulnerable, and there's no shame in being vulnerable. So this is me showing up as I am this morning. There's no other person that probably will see this apart from the viewing public that is going to see this video once I post it. I was diagnosed with alopecia when I was 28 years old. It started off like a little, it was like a 10-pence piece, but I always had really fine hair, and as you can imagine, as a female, your hair is very, very important to you. And I just met my ex-partner at that time, and I know I still have my pyjamas on as well. And I was in a very stressful job, so I thought it could be that as well. And then, long story short, they told me that it was in my genes and there's nothing that they can do about it. And my mother had really beautiful hair. I used to do my mum's hair for her, when I was caring for her. And I think it's probably come from my father's mother, because I remember she used to wear wigs. There is lots of different types of alopecia, and there is some that is stress related and it will grow back. It will grow back. Unfortunately, mine is not. I do have some, as you can see, and I don't know why I'm holding on to it, but I'm holding on to it. I'm allowed 2 from the NHS a year, and I usually just stick with the same ones because I've got one I'm comfortable with now. And I think it's very important that if you do need to wear one, that you do have one that you are comfortable with, because when you first start wearing them, you are very self-conscious. And you always think that everybody's, and they don't. They really don't. I remember when I worked in chest, heart and stroke, there used to be a lady came in and she used to say, "Oh, have you been to Charlie Miller?" And I just tell her outright, and I tell everybody outright, because as I say, I'm not this, I'm not that, and I'm not what I used to have. I'm the soul, I'm what's my heart and my soul. That's what's the most important thing. But as I say, as I always say, there could be people out there that, you know, particularly men that would turn up their nose, and that's fine. You know, that's fine. You know, that's okay. Yeah, I remember the first few ones that I had to wear, and they were just absolutely horrible. They were just like, whoa, whoa. So I started buying the one that I wear now, and the one that I wear now, if I had to buy it, would be £200 to buy. And as I say, it's easy, you know, I make people laugh because I look after it like I would normal hair, condition it well. But you don't sleep with them on. The one thing that as far as for me goes, and I need to overcome this, is when I go on holiday. When I go on holiday, I can't swim with it. And I need to overcome that. When I start out the holiday, I need to show up as I'm showing up here today. And this is a brave thing. I've never done this before. Never ever done this. But like I say, I'm all for showing up as you are, as you come, being raw, being authentic, and being real. Because if you don't, you're just not being true to yourself. You're just not being true to the person that you are. So you have to do it. You have to do these things. When I go abroad, I usually wear my wig, and I find it extremely hot. Particularly this year when I was in Crete, it was extremely hot. So, and also, as I say, I can't swim. So I need to get over that barrier. I would not go out round here like this. Although it doesn't bother me, I don't want to go out like this. I know there's ladies that go out and they come on here and they're like they've shaved the whole lot, and I take my hat off to them. I'm not that brave, but I need to show up when I go on holiday like this to start the holiday, and then progress the holiday like this as I am, and be able to go for a swim, because I want to swim. I want to swim in the sea, and you can't do that, you know. There's no specific restrictions with wearing one, but swimming is out. Swimming is definitely out, you know. So that's a thing that from my perspective, that is something that I need to work on. But I will try next year, because I am going back to Crete, back to the same hotel. It was a no-brainer because the price is the same. So I have booked to go back to the same place next year. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I just wanted to come on and just show you. This is me, no makeup, without. And you know, my own is very dark. Very dark, and I don't understand why. And I don't know why I'm holding on to it, but I am holding on to it for the time being. Just the thought of someone going like with a razor would just, it's not, I'm not ready for that yet. It grows down the way, you know, but, you know, this week is particularly turning out to be quite a bit of a disaster, I have to say. WordPress still haven't sorted out my comments despite getting in touch with them. And last night my cooker nearly went on fire, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go out and get a new cooker. So yeah, these things are, you know, and I was saying in last night's video that everything in the garden is rosy. Well, it is, you know, when you think of what's going on in the world, you just have to suck it up, cupcake, and you just have to pull up your big girl panties, and you know, because life will always throw a curveball in your direction. So yeah, new cooker on the cards, I'm afraid, which I really didn't need because it's quite a big expense, but you know, hey ho. Raw and real, just as you are, no frills, no fuss. That's the way you must show up, you know. There's no point in being anything else. There really isn't. I'll see you all soon, guys. I need to get dressed and I need to get this show on the road. As always, have a good day and take good care. Peace out.